Hey, welcome to Visibility with Video, where each week we're going to uncover the secrets of the universe when it comes to video marketing. We're going to dig through the algorithms really deep and find what's working right now to get your content seen by the right people in the right way at the right time, getting you the right results. So let's do a quick intro. I'm Marie Wadier, Visibility Marketing Strategist with Momentum Visibility Marketing.
I'm Josh Wadier. I'm our YouTube marketing expert.
And I am Jenny Wadier. I am the podcasting expert. Okay, so welcome to our premiere episode of Visibility with Video. So glad you're joining us from wherever you're coming from. If you are a YouTuber or a podcaster, you know that creating content is one thing, but getting it to land in front of the right people at the right time is a whole nother ballgame.
Mm-hmm.
And as a business owner, you also know that even if you have the solution that people need, you can't grow your business if people don't know that you exist. And if you don't meet them exactly where they are in their journey when they're searching for an answer.
Yeah, right now it's really the easiest it's ever been to become an online content creator, uh, both because it's easiest to create content. I mean, now cameras are so good on phones that you can just pull out your phone, record a quick video, and boom, you're a content creator. But also, it's become increasingly easy to create a large following since everything is online and people can find you from anywhere around the world just by typing in a search or letting an algorithm show them the types of videos that they want.
Yeah, so with so much content that's being created all the time, it's really easy to get just lost in the shuffle, and it's kind of hard to stand out and find like exactly what it is your thing that people will know you by. So that's kind of our whole deal here at Team Momentum, is helping people figure out what it is that they need to do in order to stand out from the crowd and be more visible, as we call it. Yeah, our team has really spent years helping coaches and entrepreneurs and consultants really find out what works to get in front of their people at the right time. And the biggest struggle is to get the results that they need with all of their marketing time and effort and money spent, right? So let's talk for a minute, y'all, about visibility and why visibility is so important. And I guess I really want to start by asking the viewers to tell us something. Just hop into the comments and let us know. When you hear the word marketing, what's the first thing that comes to mind? What about you, Josh?
Honestly, for a while, it's gotten a lot better now that we've gone through a lot of this stuff. But when we first started, overwhelming, that was kind of my thing. Because especially if you're trying to do a whole lot of different marketing, like when we started marketing our business, we were like, we're doing everything. We're doing LinkedIn, we're doing Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, we're doing email marketing, we're doing like personal connection marketing. And with all of that content, it can really feel overwhelming if you don't know how to do it in a way that will really get into the most bang for your buck and also not take up all of your time to do it.
Yeah, when we first started, we felt the pressure to do it all, even down to the bananas, right, Jenny? Yeah, we literally one of the first videos talking about this exact thing. I think it's still up on our channel somewhere. Probably. Like you can scroll down and see one of the very first videos was us talking about the marketing overwhelm and all these voices. And there was literally a freeze frame of a banana being thrown. Like, yeah. It's something to do on a Friday night. One of the first videos we ever made, so it's not super great, but it is kind of funny.
Mm.
Okay, so why does it seem so hard and so overwhelming? And when our clients come and they're worn out and they've been trying to get their ads to work and they've been trying to get their email marketing to work and they've been trying, but they're not getting results, or they're creating YouTube videos, or they're just not seeing results. Some of the things we hear from them, and I got a list here because I write these things down because these are real struggles and maybe you can relate. If you can relate, again, let me know in the comments. So people tell us, I know I need to do a podcast. I have to be on LinkedIn. I need to do Facebook ads. They feel like they need to do it all, like we were just talking about. And I feel like I'm failing because I'm not getting it all done. How many of you can relate? Have we ever felt that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
We didn't get all of our marketing out. We did the social posts made. We didn't get all the emails sent. We didn't. We're failing. And yet we're still here. So no. Another thing that we hear a lot is I'm trying to do it all myself, but I'm so busy, I just can't be consistent. What do y'all think about that one?
Oh yeah, that's another one that we've definitely struggled with a lot because and again, it comes down to how much marketing you're doing. If you're trying to do all of the marketing in all of the places, sometimes you have to stop and think about, is that actually feasible for us? And we've done this a couple times in our business where we've had these cool ideas of different marketing things we can do, and we added on, and then after going a couple months into it and realizing how much work is involved in it, we realize, okay, this is not even feasible. We don't have the time to do all of this stuff together. So maybe that's not the right marketing thing for us.
And not even just is it feasible, but is it worth it? Is this something that is actually going to bring in some, like, get you some ROI? Is this platform the right one for you? Is this type of content the right thing you need to be making in order to get results? That's a really important thing to consider.
Work smarter, not harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing we hear is I just don't have time to figure out what's going to work and what doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I was just talking about. Like, it's one of those things that people are like, oh, I don't have to put out that. Yeah, this, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. But then you end up spending the same amount of time you would have spent, if not more, on something that doesn't get you any returns, any results, versus if you had taken the time to sit down and figure it out what you think is actually going to work, and then
Yeah, testing's good, but testing everything at once is not good. So
Yeah,
have some
and
strategy behind it.
and also even on the things that are going to work and are going to bring you a good ROI, you still have to plan out how you're going to get the most effectiveness out of that. Because another thing that we see a lot of people do is they'll be like, okay, my people are on Facebook. That's where they are. That's where I should be marketing. And yes, their people are on Facebook. That's a great place for them to be marketing, but they don't take time to look at how to market to their people on Facebook. And with all of these different social media platforms, there's so many different nuances to them. There's so many different things that you have to do to try and get the algorithms to work for you instead of against you. And so if you don't take some time to really learn about how to work the algorithms in that way, then it's really not going to do you any good to be posting there.
Okay, and that leads into the next one perfectly, because it says I'm posting and posting, but I'm not getting any leads or any results. Same thing. Throwing spaghetti at the wall is going to get you a lot of spaghetti on the wall. But it might not get you dinner. So that's my news. Okay. Okay. All right. Wisdom just comes from nowhere. Just out of the
Yep.
All right. Another one we hear a lot is I keep content. Who knows if it's really having an impact? I have no idea. I have no idea what my analytics are. I don't even know where they are. I don't know how to track them. I don't even know what numbers are really important.
welcome to the first year and a half of our content marketing. But no, seriously, looking at analytics, and everyone here will tell you, we geek out over our analytics now. Anything we can look at, we literally have had whole meetings entirely derailed for like an hour because somebody saw some cool thing happening with our analytics on our YouTube channel, and everyone's like, oh wait, really? And then we go and we're just lost. We're just gone.
It's so much fun.
But it's fun, but it's also super important because you can tell so many things by your analytics, and that's why we made a whole series about them on our YouTube channel, because they are so important for people to understand because of how helpful the tool that they can be.
Yeah, it goes back to learning how to market effectively. The best way that you can learn what's going to work for your people is to just try something out and see how it works. But the problem with that is if all that you ever, like if you're marketing on YouTube and all that you ever track is your views, then yes, that gives you a general idea of how well the video is doing. But if you're not getting many views, why aren't you getting many views? If you're only looking at the views, you can't tell that. But luckily, all of these platforms give you a ton of analytics that break down every single part of your content. And if you understand your analytics and you look at them in the right way, you can tell immediately what's wrong with a video, what's wrong with a piece of content you posted, and what you need to fix for the next one so that your next one will do better.
Okay, so I know we're throwing a lot at you. And when it comes to analytics, knowledge really is power. Knowledge saves you money. Knowledge guides your next step if you're using it wisely. So those numbers really are super valuable, super important. But I know when we first say you need to know all these numbers and these numbers and these numbers and these numbers, we're right back to marketing feeling overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what if it just doesn't have to be that hard? And that's really my question for you with this entire episode is what if marketing just doesn't really have to be that hard?
Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
What if you were to choose, okay? Picture this world where you get to choose a type of marketing, a platform of marketing, a way of marketing that aligns with who you are. It aligns with your calendar, and I mean your schedule, and I mean all the things you would need to get done to make it happen. What if it aligned with your target audience and their learning style? What if it aligned with your entire lifestyle perfectly so that when you thought of marketing, you heard birds chirping, you saw butterflies flying by, you you got excited to get up and be involved in your marketing. And that can really happen. I'm here to tell you it can happen. And it's one of the funnest things that we do is to get to help clients discover how to do that, how to take the overwhelm away, how to make marketing fun again. Because it's supposed to be about serving clients you're passionate about serving, being there when they need you. If we boil this all down, you want to be there when they need you. You wouldn't be doing your business if you did it. So why not make it not so hard? So when we talk about some ways to maximize your visibility, y'all, I want us to just maybe brainstorm and throw some ideas out of different ways, we've come up with to help our clients gain more visibility in a way that was more consistent with who they were and more fun for them. What are some ideas y'all have?
Yeah, well, I'll say that a lot of the times when people think about business marketing, a lot of the times the first thing that their mind goes to is social media or email marketing, because that is a very common thing. And yes, that's a very effective thing. But as with some of what we were talking about with all the points we were just giving, yes, that kind of marketing can be overwhelming. There's a lot that goes into it. You have to keep constantly producing new content, constantly producing new things. And even though it is good for you, for some people, that may not be the type of marketing that you really enjoy. And if you don't enjoy that, that's okay. That's something you're not going to hear from a lot of people. But honestly,
you're not failing.
If you do not enjoy that type of marketing, that's completely fine. You can find other ways that work for you. One thing that we have been doing a lot more of recently is just one-on-one connections through LinkedIn. So we'll start searching on LinkedIn, finding people that we think could either be potential clients or power partners for us. And we just connect with them. And we don't come into it trying to sell anything. We just come to talk to them, to learn about them, learn about their business, see if there's anything that we can do to help each other, that kind of thing. And that is very different from social media marketing. So that is one idea. If you're a people person and you like just talking with people and you don't want to spend a whole ton of time creating a ton of content, just schedule out a couple hours a week where you just send out some messages on LinkedIn, comment on a couple people's posts, just make yourself present in their lives so that when they're ready to buy from you, they'll know that you're the person to look for. And if they're a good power partner, when they find people that are ready to buy from you, they'll know who to refer them to.
Yeah, and I can tell you, even as an introvert, you might think, oh my goodness, I want to spend a lot of my week talking to people. But the more you do it, the more fun it is. And meeting new people is always fun. You always learn something you didn't know. You always have fun interactions. And yeah, I've grown to love it. It's one of the highlights of my week to have some connect calls.
And now I'm going to sit here and play the devil's advocate and tell you why you should post on social media. No, like Josh said, there are some people that genuinely just don't enjoy posting on social media. Absolutely. And I absolutely understand that. As somebody who worked in social media for a couple of years, I totally understand that. There's a lot to keep up with there. But I am of the opinion that you should at least have a social media, even if you don't post often, even if it's not your like go-to thing for bringing in leads, you should at least have it and post occasionally. Just because nowadays that's like people's go-to place for finding information about your business. Before they go to your website, they're going to check out your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your whatever. So, and if you are a person who really likes social media stuff, it can be a really great tool to use. Or you can get one of the probably millions of online VAs that do social media to do it for you. But yes, on the devil's advocate side, I can tell you should at least have a social media, even if you're not a person who super enjoys posting on social media all the time.
Yeah, and I should clarify, I'm not saying that social media is bad. I mean, what we focus on a lot with helping our the businesses that main areas that we focus on is YouTube and podcasting, because those are two of the places that we see the most effectiveness, and YouTube is a social media platform. So the point that I was just trying to make is that you get to choose what you want to do, and it's not up to someone else who tells you this is the right way or this is the wrong way. It's solely up to you to decide what's the best way for you. I will say that I personally have a lot of fun with doing the stuff that we do on our YouTube channel. I like creating video content like that. I feel like it's a lot more relatable than just doing regular posts in different places. So I love the type of content that we produce there. And so I've really loved doing that. And I've also will really recommend, if you haven't tried doing video content before, you should give a YouTube channel a try. Because I will say it is a decent amount of work to get started. It's a lot of investment before it really takes off, but it's a lot of fun. And once the snowball starts rolling, it can just take off and get you a whole bunch of return.
Yeah, I agree. Another thing that we encourage our clients to do is to be active where your clients are active. And to be active where your potential power partners are active. And if you don't know the term power partner, we just mean another business that serves your target audience, but maybe provides a different service than you do. So you can actually power up with them, refer clients to them and them to you, and just collaborate on things together. So it's good to have a lot of them around in your network because you learn from each other. And you can have conversations about what's happening in the industry and things like that. So I guess I'm bringing two in one here. You should have regular, intentional connection times with people who could be power partners, just to keep up to date on what's happening and to build those relationships. Relationships are just super powerful. But then also be around where your potential clients hang out. So if that's in a LinkedIn group, if that's in a Facebook group, wherever that is, be active in there. Be commenting on posts. Be offering freebies. Be offering free advice. Give real value to them. And we've seen really good results with that. Just not going in there to sell, go in there to serve. And the more you give, I just believe the more is going to come back and be given to you. So be active at giving of yourself, your expertise, your resources in all of these groups. And I really do think it's going to make you look even more like the expert that you are. And when people need your services, they're going to know exactly who is top of mind, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another great idea, and it's something that I've just recently started to get into more, is doing speaking or teaching in other people's groups or on other people's podcasts and things like that. And that is something that, first off, gets you a ton of visibility because you're being put in front of an audience that has been gathered by this other person. So they have already put in all of the work of creating an audience, creating a following, and you get the opportunity to just go and present yourself to that following. But also, if you're the type of person that likes speaking or teaching, it's just really fun. I recently, like, of course, I do a lot of teaching content again with our YouTube videos and different trainings that we've done. Teaching content has come very natural to me, but I just recently did, for the first time, I was a guest star on someone else's podcast, and it was just really fun for me. And I'm realizing that's one of the things that I love doing is being able to just talk with other experts about what things they're seeing and give my expertise on what things I'm seeing to try and help people better. So if you're a type of person that likes teaching or speaking, that can be a really good opportunity for you as well.
Yeah, you can also host your own show
Yep.
and invite other people onto your show. Same effect. They can promote that they're going to be on your show and you're going to get in front of their followers and you're giving them the opportunity to be in front of your followers. And then you're also sharing great expertise with your followers. So you're giving more value by bringing in experts. That'll be a really big help to them. So again, you have that fun relational time with other experts, other industry experts. So what other ideas do y'all have for becoming visible?
Speaking not only on other people's podcasts, and that you should do that as much as possible.
Yeah.
Events are great places to not only build your followers, potential power partners as well. And honestly, the more people you can get in front of, the better. The whole visibility thing is all about. So going out to the events or guest starring on people's shows and things, the more you can get in front of other people's audiences, the better. And I know a lot of people that hate doing things like social media or even messaging people over LinkedIn, but you put them in an in-person event and that's where they shine.
They can work the room.
Exactly.
Yeah, another great thing that you can do is creating a group, whether it's a Facebook group, a LinkedIn group, something like that. Creating a group is, it takes a little bit more work than just having a page, but usually you end up getting a lot more results than just posting on a page because the people who join your group, they had to actually make a decision to join your group and sign up for it. And therefore, usually they're a bit more involved. And you can do, like, we had a Facebook group for a while and we did like live trainings in the group. You can do Q&As with people. You can just post things that'll help them. And so, like I said, it's kind of similar to having a page, but you have a group of people who have decided that they are very interested in what you want to say and they have signed up for your group. So usually you end up getting a better return from that.
Yeah, and of course there's all the written content you can put out, like blog posts and newsletters, and those are really important too, and your email marketing for sure, because you need to try to reach people in every way that you think your audience will be looking and receiving content. So, but as we throw all these things out to you again, it's not you need to do them all or you're not going to be a success.
Absolutely.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't. No, it's really just to open up your eyes to all the ideas and all the possibilities. And the fact that marketing is not any one thing. You need to find what works for you as well as what works for your audience. And the whole point of it is connection, right? It really is visibility and connection. So when we talk about visibility with video, why do we love video? Because it really does show who you are. I really believe that you attract the people that want to work with you. And you do that by showing who you really are. People are going to be attracted to your mannerisms, to the way you talk. Have you ever heard somebody talk and you're like, ooh, that's like abrasive. Like seriously, you could laugh, but you know what I mean? Like you can hear somebody talk and be like, I could very often. I'm not trying to be mean, but I am being real, that you can just tell, oh, wait a minute, that's my kind of person. Wow, I really like that, what they're saying. Oh, I really feel like I can trust this person when you've even just heard them for the first time. I've watched a guy on YouTube that I listen to that trains about video and about marketing. He's a general marketing guy, but I love his stuff just because he is welcoming. His entire background of his show is welcoming, and the way he speaks confidently, the way he presents himself makes me want to listen more. And that's all I mean, is that you're going to attract your people.
Mhm.
So to attract your people, you need to be seen. And that's why we love video, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, you want to attract your people. You don't want to attract people that you then bring on as clients or customers, and you end up having to act like an entirely different person in front of them and walk around on eggshells. That's just going to be uncomfortable for you, uncomfortable for them, and make you not want to work with them anymore. So
You don't want all the people on your email
Yeah.
list.
exactly,
You want the
you
right
don't want
people on your
everybody.
email list.
So you really need to be putting out your personality, your like who you are, in order to attract the people that you actually want to work with versus people that you can work with.
Yeah. And a big thing to think about when we're talking about your person there is that it's also important just as a selling point, because remember, this marketing is to market your business and to hopefully bring in sales for your business. And here's just a kind of hard truth. No matter what you do, there's probably thousands of other people out there who are offering the same exact services that you are, doing the same things for the same people. So, what makes you different? Now, there's a lot of things that you can try and do in setting up your packages and things to make you stand out for everything. But the matter of the fact is that at the end of the day, the thing that makes you different, the thing that makes people want to work with you instead of all of the other people, is you. It's your personality. And we have, in some of the clients that we have worked with in the past, there have been some clients that have come to us and we've just hit it off immediately. And they're like still working with us today, have been for multiple years now, because we just connect so well together. And then there have been other clients that we started working with, and after 2 weeks, both of us realized, no, we don't like it's not that we didn't provide good services. It's not that they were bad people. It's just we didn't resonate with each other. Our personalities didn't mesh. And because of that, it was just uncomfortable around them the whole time. So when you put out your personality, when you are really authentic in the content that you're creating and the way that you're doing the marketing, it's going to attract the people who will buy from you because they're looking for someone who does what you do and has your personality type. They want someone who can do the job, but also that they can relate to personally. And that is where your personality can really shine through.
And just as another quick thing, video has been proven multiple times to be one of the best types of content that you can create because it gets some of the best results versus blogs, versus emails, versus social posts, versus anything. It makes more people look at your content. It keeps them looking at it for longer, so they get more connected with you and you can get more of your message across. And it's even been proven that when videos are used in like sales things, people are more likely to go all the way through to buy or sign up. So not only is it good at getting your personality across, helping you connect, it has also been actually statistically proven to get you better results than other types of content.
So create videos that really let your personality shine, right? That really shows who you are. And you don't need to try to copy everybody else's style. You don't have to make TikTok videos ever if you don't want. Let me just give you freedom. You don't have to post a single tweet if you don't want to. Your business can still thrive because you're going to align your marketing with who you are and what you love doing, which is going to let your passion and your personality really shine through even more. So another thing that we really want to is when we making it not so hard is just make the most of all the content that you're creating. You know, we are the biggest believer in repurposing content. I know a lot of people talk about it, but I'm telling you, we preach it day and night.
Like every other one of our posts is about something new you can do to repurpose because it is just so important.
Well, it's so important. People overwhelmed at the end, and there's no reason for it to be that hard when you really can take a piece of content and use it so many different ways. So, and there are more and more people doing that these days. And if you're already doing that, that's amazing. Keep trying to find more and more ways to reuse that content, because as we tell you all the time, only 1 in 5 people see your content anytime you go and put it in your scheduler the first time. Go ahead and schedule it again a month later, the same content. And then put it out there different ways. Put it out as blog posts and image quotes and newsletters
Emails
and videos and
videos and shorts and
reels
and all
tweets
the things.
and be everywhere. Then do it in a better way by repurposing your content. Make it easy so you can schedule it out in batch processing and get it done so much easier. So, and I guess one more thing I'd love to mention as we wrap up talking about that is really just to keep testing and testing and testing and testing what works. And by that, like we said earlier, I don't mean put stuff out everywhere on every platform all at the same time. I mean, be strategic. Try 2 platforms. Try 1 platform if you want. See what works, excuse me, and then look at your numbers and let them guide you. And if you need help with knowing what numbers to look at, any of that, you can always schedule a call with us, or you can also check out some of our videos on our YouTube channel. There's a lot there about knowing your numbers and what numbers are important. But let those numbers guide you so you make smart decisions and work less. Work smart, work less.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess before we wrap up, I just want to talk real quick about what people can expect from us each week. Fun. This was a good intro, but we're fun going forward.
Yes.
All right, so Jenny, why don't you tell them what we're going to be doing?
We do it every week. Exact time, Thursdays at 5:30 Central. The typical format, again, this was non-typical format because of it being the intro show, but the typical format is going to be one of us coming here, and the other 2 are basically just going to know the title of what we're talking about, and we're going to kind of like surprise them with like, hey, what we're talking about, and then just, you know, funny banter ensuing from that. So,
and it really is going to be the latest things we can find. I mean, the latest tips, tricks, the latest research happenings in general to you right here, so you don't even have to dig for it. Service.
Yep.
So make sure and follow us on LinkedIn. Subscribe to it because it's going out both places. Medias, we got an Instagram. I would like to, but be sure to stick around here because, again, we're live once a week, and we are so incredibly excited to get this thing off.
All right. Thanks for joining. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.